Okay, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic/non-classics, or review stuff from Marvel and DC. Okay, and this is a show specifically due for trades. Comics, another show. This is why I think I did the first 2 episodes on comics. First comic up is X-Men Second Coming, where it has multiple writers on it. You have Mike Carey writing Second Coming Premiere and the X-Men Legacy issues. You have Craig Kyle and Chris Yost writing the Second Coming. Mike Carey also writes the second chapter of the Second Coming #2. Craig Kyle and Chris Yost writes the first Second Coming issue, the X-Force issue, and chapter 3 of X-Men Second Coming. You have Matt Fraction writing the Kenny X-Men issues, and you have him writing chapter 4 of Second Coming. And also you have Zeb Wells writing the New Mutants issues and chapter 1 of the Second Coming. And Greg Land does the X-Men Legacy issues. I'm not gonna really show it. Simply, I'm not gonna put too many spoilers in this. Simply this: Hope is back in the present. There's casualties on both. This is kind of like a war story, but this is a story that's been building for at the time about 2 years. It does wrap up a few different stories, but it starts new stories. It starts basically the first X-Force team gets disbanded and reformed, inadvertently disbanded anyways, in the final issue. Basically, the final issue simply sets up several different storylines. Like, sets up some things for X-Men Legacy, not really very much. Sets up the new Kenny X-Force series. X-23 gets a new ongoing series, takes this event. Let's see. You have a storyline that starts in Generation Hope, basically, the Birth Generation Hope storyline. And, that's it. Oh yeah, and pretty much all the bigots die in the crossover. Every single X-Men bigot dies in the crossover. Except for Tom and Trask. He's not in this crossover. Basically, you have Bastion, Stephen Lang, Graydon Creed, William Strecker. They all die. Oh, and Cameron Hodge. I will spoil how one dies. Cameron Hodge gets killed by Warlock. No, not Adam Warlock. The other alien Warlock. The tech version of him. But, overall, this is a good event. I give this book a 9 out of 10. I take this out because of Grey Lang's artwork. Okay? Next is Second Coming, Revelation, the companion book Second Coming, where it contains X-Men Hope, #1, X-Men Blind Science, #1, X-Men Hellbound, 1-3, and X-Factor 204-206, written by Peter David, Chris Yost, Harvey Talbot, and a bunch of people. Now, Hope pretty much just sets up stuff. Basically, it was collected as it's a reprint one-shot that collects a bunch of backup stories from like Cable, X-Force, Adventure Series. It's just basically a build-up to what Hope's been doing prior to Second Coming. Blind Science is a one-shot that basically continues off of a point in Second Coming, dealing with how in the world that the X-Club got outside San Francisco before that dome went up. Hellbound continues a part in there where basically Magic is sent to hell, and of course you have X-Factor, Peter David's issues. Simply put, it's simply X-Factor, what they were doing during Second Coming. It really does not really tie specifically to the event, but X-Factor does basically take place during it, but it's not one of those during the actual 14 parts. This is just a side story. But this is good. No Greg Land in this book at all, but it does have the artist who did Punisher Volume 4. I give this book a 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend this book, especially if you're a Peter David fan or any other X-Men fan. Alright? That's it. Stay tuned for my next review. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Doubleshot #17. Next one, 18. Bye.